Hello, 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 everyone. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Is it like the most Mondayest Tuesday to anybody else today? That's kind of how it feels to me. And I'm sure tomorrow will feel like the most Mondayest Wednesday. But it is what it is. My day is going good so far. Work stuff has been, well, work stuff. But yeah, my day is going good so far. And of course, this afternoon / this evening, I have trivia, which I'm really kind of looking forward to. Barry keeps talking about wings, and so I am getting wings tonight. I am determined. Probably by the time I get there, I will have forgotten and be craving something else. But currently, I want wings. Anyway, should we just jump like right into it? Oh, I have a funny Wesley story. A few days ago, I was getting ready to like take a nap or something, and dogs have been outside, and I heard them come in because I heard the collars jingle and whatnot. And so I just called for him, and he trotted over to the door, and then saw that like I was laying in bed, and he's an under the blankets dog. Like he wants to be under the blankets, curled up right next to you. Doesn't matter that it's 4 trillion degrees outside. That's where he wants to be. And so he just comes bounding in. And I honestly, the rate that he was running into the room, I expected him to just like jump straight onto the bed, like under the blankets, because I had the blanket up. And he paused there to like gauge where to jump or whatever, and then jumped in the bed and of course happily curled up like right next to my knees. But it was like the cutest thing ever. He just raced into the room and bounded in there and was like, I'm gonna go curl up with mom. It was awesome. And he is the little blankets puppy. He wants to be under the blankets. When we first got him, because he wasn't used to being here. Hello, Owl. How are you? How's your vacation going? You having a blast? It's been good? Nice. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad that your vacation is good. Just got back from the beach. I want to go to the beach. The closest beaches we have are lakes. And I don't know if all of them are, but most we'll go with many of the lakes in New Mexico are man-made. So some of them are beachy. Some of them are really just more like fishing, boating lakes. And yeah, some are more for swimming, some are more just for fishing. I started streaming at the perfect time. Awesome. I am glad that it was the perfect time for you. So back to my Wesley story. When we first got him, we'd had him for like, I don't know, like a couple of days. And I realized I hadn't seen him for a minute. So I'm walking around the house, calling for him, looking for him, searching under all of the blankets. There was a pillow by the couch, like on the floor by the couch. It's one that like Kayaks puts behind his head and stuff when he's reclining on the couch. He was inside the pillowcase. And he was just in there in such a way that like, hey, we didn't think to look there at first. But also he was in there in such a way that he just like blended in with the pillow, so we just thought that he was the pillow. The whole house was looking for this little dog for like, I don't know, a good 10-20 minutes before the pillow started moving. And we figured out that he was in the pillowcase with the pillow. That's where he had decided to curl up. And when we got him, he's not a big dog anyway. He's like 12 pounds. But when we got him, he was underweight. So, like, he was smaller than that. And we just, like, because he was new and we had discovered that he kind of would bolt out the front door if he was right by the front door. So we always had this panic of him either having gotten out and we didn't know it. And he still isn't. He's not much of a barker. So if he's out in the backyard and there's no one in the back room to like hear him scratch at the door or something and he didn't come in with everybody else, or again because we were putting him out more often so that he could kind of get the idea, like, I go pee outside, all that sort of stuff. And so he could be out there and no one would know because we couldn't hear him. And he really doesn't bark. He'll bark if Buttercup starts barking. Sometimes, like today the doorbell rang because Amazon was delivering stuff. I go pee outside. Well, I don't, but the dog does. And I do have a quote command. You can add quotes if you would like to. It's !, add quote, and then put in the stuff. And then if you just do ! quote, it'll pop up with a quote. I think there's only like 2 or 3 in there. But I do have a quote command if you want to add quotes of the silly things that I say. Yeah, I think it's ! add quote to add it. So, yeah, he was, we spent a lot of time looking for him back when we first got him. And it was funny. Now it's funny. At the time we were like, we've had this dog for like 3 days and we've already lost him. So, should we just get into games? Let's get into games. There's the game screen. Gotta remember that I have to switch the game screen. For sometimes I don't. For sometimes. No, I think that's right. I haven't done it in a while. Maybe it's gotta be in quote marks? Let me look and see if I do. Where is it? Oh, it's goofy. Okay. So it's ! quote space add, and then you put the username and the text in brackets. That's real confusing. Ha! I might see if I can fix that, because that's confusing. Oop. You should. I might have goofed that up too. Anyway, I will add it. let me fix this. Because my stuff says that everybody can do it. Let's fix the things. Edit. Play quote active. There we go. Oh, come on. Stop being weird. Why won't it let me fix this? Boopity 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 boo. That's... I don't know why it's being so picky. Rolls. Okay, I think maybe I fixed it. Maybe. Huh. Who knows? Yeah, I'm gonna have to mess with it. I think I fixed it, but I'm not positive. So that's a new thing I'll have to figure out. There you go. Now it's working. Yay! Alright, I think I can remove that. Learning on the fly. Oh, wrong one. It needs to be 3. Okay. we need to enable our loadout. We do have monies, so we can... Okay, we're gonna stick with our 2 heavy. We can upgrade the things that we don't use, but we're gonna upgrade them anyway. And I have completely forgotten I have completely given up on ever getting the Dale to Gast. I have given up on ever getting the new ghosty pants. Fast, did you fix these? Oh, it is back. Okay. Why is that one locked? That shouldn't be locked. Okay, so it's sort of fixed. Ish. Anyway, they're mostly fixed. I did actually want to go back to, is it this one with the white jacket? I like the white jacket. Makes me kind of want a white jacket. No, it looks like it got added, right? I know it calls it quote 5, but I think it added it correctly for you. I don't know why it's calling it quote 5 and not back to quote 3, but I'm not too worried about the numbers of them. Okay, we've only got 5 games. Nah, we can leave it, Owl. It's okay. We've only got 5 games left to finally get Tanglewood. So I think we're going to try and finally get that badge. And we're going to see how things go. If we get our Dale, we're going to play with it. But if we don't, we don't. And we're just going to try for some perfect games if they come up. Otherwise, we're going to just go for objectives and getting our ghosty, of course. And they did do a hot fix today that was supposed to fix a bunch of more multiplayer stuff than, like, not multiplayer stuff. But it was supposedly going to fix the hiding spots. And I'm not certain it did. So we'll find out. Because I haven't actually looked, but one of the people I was lurking earlier, they play with no hiding, and they said that they were still getting hiding in Tanglewood. I couldn't even remember what map we're on. It's a Tuesday. Because that's what I was getting, was all of the closets were open. I had all of my closet hiding. Sometimes the lockers and other hiding wouldn't be open, but like all the closets were. Which now I'm going to expect all the closets to be open and then they won't be, right? So we've got Richard Winter. What do we need from good old Richie Pants? We need a photo of Richie. We need to keep Richie from hunting us with a crucie. And then we need a photo of an EMF. I mean, we'll check all of our hiding just to, because that's kind of what we do out of habit anyway, so it should be fine. We've got rain. It really needs to rain here. It also needs to not be so cloudy, because it's not cooling off that much at night right now. And that kind of sucks. We have this closet. But I don't see a bone. Any bones? Any ghosties? No bones, no ghosts. Oh, I should probably turn this light on so that I'm not, like, losing sanity. Yep, we still have plenty of hiding in here. For a second, I thought that was the bone. Hello, Jerry. But no ghosty pants. Yep, we still have all the closet hiding. Up, bone. Well, Ghost is hanging out where there's a dog toy. Probably in here. Yep, Ghost is in here. Put this right there. We're gonna check this hiding. Yep, we still have all the closets. We already know what our cursed object is, Ed. We don't need to be looking for the rest of them. So on Sunday, the kiddo wanted to go to the mall to look for new makeup and stuff, so we went, and Ghosty's wandering out here and throwing pictures on the floor. Why are we putting paintings on the floor? Paintings do not go on the floor, Ghost. Right, do we see any orbs? Are there any orbicles? And because we were at the mall, we pretty much always go to this candy place that's there. We go in and it's empty. Like, nothing on the shelves. Almost nothing on the shelves. And Megan's like, I wonder if they're, are they closing? And it's like, I don't see any, there weren't any signs saying, like, closing, 30% off, whatever. Any indications of stuff. And one of the reasons I always like to go there is I always get their sponge toffee, also called honeycomb. It depends on where I guess you're getting it from. And they didn't have any, because they didn't have hardly anything. But somebody else that was in there asked, and they said that they hadn't gotten a delivery from their warehouse in like months. And that they had placed orders, and the warehouse had told them it could take up to 2 months for them to get their order. And it's like, wow, and this is like a corporate chain, like, this is not some little mom and pop store that happens to be in the mall. As, there's those too. Like, it's like, are you sure corporate's not trying to put you out of business, like close you or something? Because, yeah, so like, I picked up a couple of candy bars of some brand I had never heard of, which was one of the other reasons we kind of like to go there, is it does have some more like specialty brands and whatnot. And oh, hello Dotties. Right, so we can also take these off. We've got dots, and it isn't a Goryo because we saw it with our face holes. What else do I need? I guess a sound recorder, probably an incense. I'm watching Madagascar in the background. Oh, Madagascar is a great movie. Yeah, I really enjoy Madagascar. One of the upsides and downsides to having an older kiddo is you don't watch all the cartoons as much anymore. It is also an upside because some of those cartoons are special. Hello, Rowdy. How's it going? How's your Tuesday treating you? Have you gotten your console sent off to the to Sony yet and all the things? Not yet. Sony is a fart nugget? I'd believe that. I mean, we have a PlayStation and we love it, but we've never had to send anything to them or back to them, so there's not even a number to call for the label? That's weird. Like, does that mean that you have to email them or, like, file something online? Okay, we'll get our other salt down. We know it isn't a Galu or a Wraith. Mostly just to kind of confirm that we've got no feetses. Okay, Wraith is gone. I'll take that. We'll check this for hands. Handsies. I found a number. Yay! Of course, you dots at me while I was trying to look at my watch. Oh, you fart. You ended. Okay, we're just gonna sit here and do this. Stupid farty ghost and ended its event as soon as I was trying to take a recording. Is Phantom an option? Phantom is an option. So, could be? Maybe? Not freezing yet. I kind of think we aren't going to get freezing. Yep, I don't want a motion sense. But camera's probably right. We should check for Orbeez again. Okay, that did end as soon as I got the recording. That may or may not mean anything. What's our other Phantom? Evie. What'd you play with, Ghosty, that I can't see? Phantom, Spirit Box, UV, and Dots. Well, we don't have UV, but we have not done Spirit Box yet, so we could have a Spirit Box. You know, Ghost, you're supposed to do the event so that I can get the media, not just to troll me. Okay. Ghosty is still humming, but the shadow did disappear as soon as I took the picture. So they keep eventing behind me now? Yeah. So let's take a look at this picture. What do you all think? I can't see a shadow ghost in there at all, and that picture is perfectly clear. So possibly phantom? I'm thinking phantom. What's my sanity like? How about we take a med? Because our sanity is terrible. Speaking of, what does the bot think our sanity is today? 85%. The bot lies. The bot is a big old liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Okay, so we're going to test for Spirit Box. I have a pretty good feeling that we'll get Spirit Box, and that'll just confirm in my mind anyway that we most likely have a phantom. Where are you?
The far reach.
Well, we definitely have Spirit Box. Where are you? Where are you?
Close to bustling.
Also, what do we always forget on Tuesdays? To be not open mic. Okay, so we have Spirit Box. I am very much leaning towards Phantom. Because there's another ghost photo with no ghost in it. So unless that's now broken, which it could be, you know what, we could go in here and turn on this light. We have a phantom. Ghost, are you okay there? Right, we need one more sound. Nah, the ghost is having a stroke, you think? Maybe. It was struggling with that door, that's for sure. Thanks for the sound alert, Owl. Maybe talking helps? Maybe. Oh, there's a sound. I would love to get out. You want to burn one of these crucies? Just burn a crucie. You were right. Apparently I needed to just talk at it. Oh, and the dancing raccoon. I love that emote. Okay, yes. I see you in the dots. I want you to burn a crucie now. Yeah, Pedro the dancing raccoon. I can't ever remember his name. I don't know why. Yes, I see you dotsing. Burn a crucie. Although, speaking of that, where's my incense? I need to listen to the song. It's been a minute. I don't think I have it set up on any of my, like, on viewer attack or sound alerts. Thanks for slamming the door. That was a real lackluster attempt at throwing the book there, Ghost. What's your name again? Richard. Move it. Do 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 do. Move it. I love it. Alright, Ghosty, come on. I should be right about 50 now, so it should be wanting to, burn that crucie any second. Come on, Ghosty. Come on, Ghosty. That's interesting. When you hit the global, it doesn't light up. It's just for the local. That's interesting. Oh, and returning crucies. Ghosty, if you don't burn that crucie now, I will haunt your house and banish you. Yeah, you heard it, Richie. Owl's gonna haunt you. I don't think you want Owl to haunt you. I'm pretty sure they will make your life miserable. And you threw my camera. Rude ghost. There we go. Your friends can confirm. Oh, you know, we can do this. Bye, Richie. It did listen. Yeah, it did. It waited till I was about 40%. Alright, that should be... Let's make sure that we actually circled the ghost. We did. That should be a perfect game. Not too shabby for our first game of the day.
Welcome back.
And we were correct. With a phantom. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Oh, listened. It ends with an ED. We don't need to hear the countdown. Did the phantom... It did 6 events. Sure it did. How many abilities did it use? 4. Okay, I want to look at... Okay, I completed all of the dailies. Objectives in Tanglewood and Bones are the only weeklies I have left. 6 bones, we could probably get that handled. Objectives, well, we're not going to just play Tanglewood all day. Even though I want to get this boxed off today, we're not going to just play Tanglewood because we might, I was going to say lose our minds. I don't know if lose our minds is accurate so much as the games are just going to all blend in together, and that'll be a problem. Well, that was an interesting call. Uh-oh, Rowdy. Did they, like, laugh in your face? Telling you we don't know what you're talking about? Some other thing that's not helpful? Yeah, what happened? We've got Judy Rhodes. So all ghosties are options because we have a lady. We need a photo of Judy. We need our sanity below 25%, and then we need to keep Judy from eating our face with a crucie. And we've got heavy rain, but I don't see any red glow. So the payment needs to process. Then once the payment goes through, they will send me a FedEx box to pack the console in and send to them. They will either repair or give me a new one. Okay. Or send your broken one back. If they just send you back the broken one, do they like give you your money back? I told the agent I don't want the broken console sent back. Yeah, I don't know why you would. Yeah, they'll send... Okay. So if they can't repair it, or don't repair it, or whatever, and want to send you your old one that doesn't work back, then they'll refund your money. Well, at least there's that. No hiding here again. But it took us 400 years to realize there's a light here too. Right, power is not up here. Fart Malart's game? Yeah. You must call the mama. Call the mama. I'm probably gonna do that tonight. My mother actually called me yesterday while we were streaming, and after I finished streaming, I just didn't want to deal. So, I need to call her tonight. Oh, we have... Why are you throwing sealant? I'm pretty sure that's art sealer. It's either that or it's spray paint. Thanks for the lurk. Enjoy the foods, Owl. Enjoy all the foods. Can't tell what it is. I guess it could be spray paint. That all looks like spray paint. Anyway, it isn't important. Let's go get some more things. We'll grab the video camera and I don't know what else. Stuff. Probably dots. EMF. EMF would be a good thing to grab next. Okay, so if they fix the slot stuff, this should be... Although I think in the hotfix patch notes, they said that they knew it was an issue. They didn't say that it had been fixed yet. So... Because that I picked up last, so if I hit 1... Okay. And the patch note said that it was putting stuff in slot 2 first because it's expecting you to pick up a flashlight, which it was going to put in slot 1. So that should be slot 1. Which it is. Okay. So maybe this is kind of fixed, but the other... Yeah, there's still all the hiding in Tangle. All the closets have hiding. Oh, I didn't finish looking for hiding in here. My camera's in here. Okay. So this time it is not a phantom. Where are you?
From behind.
From behind me? I don't like it when you come up from behind me. Stop being behind me, creepy ghost. Okay, what else did I bring in with me? Writing, spirit box. I mean, I dropped something in order to grab the camera. Oh, there it is. Ha ha ha. Alright, so this time around it told us basically right away that it was not a phantom. We'll bring in the other cruci. Oh, and we have spirit box. Let's mark that down. There we go. The cruci, we got the salt. Alright. Ghosty Pants turned off our power. We'll turn that on. Oh, I have this hiding. Okay. I hope to not need it. Because our objectives are sanity and cruci. We're going to throw you down and you. We'll grab the motion sensor before we start trying to record media. Nope, I kind of want you on the table. Thank you. Where are you?
4.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you?
From behind.
Alright, thanks. Okay, I told my mom the convo I had, and she was like, that's a lot of options. Yeah. We're either going to repair it or replace it or just send you back your broken one. Oh, and we need to look for orbs. Okay, what video did we get? Fire extinguish. Right, let's see if we can get our salt video and motion sensor. Alright, Ghosty, come on. Let's do the things. Come on, Ghosty. We're not a wraith. What are all of our options? Mare, Onryo, Mimic. We haven't seen orbs, but I'll check for orbs again. Because I struggle to see orbs all the time, as we all know. So... dang it, it's not gonna let me record it fast enough. Not you. I mean, I need you in a minute, but that is what I wanted to look for. Alright, so not a Galoo. Finally. Now if I could get the motion sensor, that would be great. We've got freezies. That's our other evidence. Morai, Onryo, or twins. I mean, it did the one event way out there, but it isn't really feeling very twins-like to me, although we have the lights on everywhere. I wonder if I turn that one out, if it'll do some stuff out there. Come on, go through the motion sensor. Do it. Alright, we don't need any more photos. Oh, we need a... no, we got the photo of the ghost. Never mind, we don't need any more photos. And in this one, you can't see the ghost because it's a shadow ghost and it's in the dark. But everything around it is a little distorted. Really, this line is the clearest thing. You can see that's kind of distorted, so that would indicate not a phantom. Whereas the photos in the previous game were crystal clear, but you couldn't see the ghosty in them. So, if you can get a ghost photo, that's a decent way to know. Okay, we still need a bunch of videos and we need 2 more sounds. And it's almost time for break. Or to take a break, I should say. Come on, Ghosty, go through the damn motion sensor. Do I need to move the motion sensor? Do you not like the motion sensor there? What if I put it there? Morai, Onryo, or twins? Okay, well it walked through that motion sensor at least. Right, I still don't see any Orbeez, so I think we're good with the idea that it's not a mimic. Alright, well, we just got airballed. How is our sanity? Our sanity's not too bad, so I don't think we're Moroi cursed. And with Spirit Box and with getting recordings and stuff, we should have been. So I think Moroi is out. Thinking maybe an Onryo. But it is time to go on break. So we are going to go ahead and do that. I do 1 break an hour. It is just for 3 minutes. During that time, we run ads so that we get pre-roll off for the next hour. It also means that we don't have ads for the next hour. While the ads are running, take a break, get drinks, get snacks, pet the pets, put the doggo outside. Anything else you might need to do. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to take a quick break, use the bathroom, refill my water, etc. If you don't get ads, or if you don't get all of the ads, I do put words on StreamUp, so that way you're not just staring at the van. I will not get back into games until everybody is back from the ads. Enjoy the words, and I will see you all in just a couple of minutes. Alright, I am back. I either want a repaired console or a refurbished. Sending back a broken one with a refund is bullshit. I'm kind of inclined to agree. My bestie offered to buy me a new one, but if it can be fixed or replaced for half the price, what is the point of getting a brand new one, you know? I absolutely agree. Leave your broken brain alone. Alright, get the music off, get the words off, get all the things off. Alright, so I guess we are now on to testing for an Onryo. Nope, Owl loves a good Onryo test. I am not really a fan. But we don't need any more photos. We still need some video. Yep, Ghosty slammed the door. Dude, half the price of a brand new one. He found one for 600 US. Yeah, I don't know. Less storage, but they have the external, so who cares? Yeah, if you're not... I mean, hopefully they can just repair it. 300 is way better than having to buy a new one, even for 600. Eh. Ghosty, why are you over here pooping in the sink, huh? I sure don't give a shit about it. Your game feed is weird? Why is my game feed weird? It is clicking through like a digital camera. Huh. It's not doing anything weird on my end. Oh, now it is showing a... There, it should be better in a second. It was showing kind of a crappy bitrate for a minute. Yep, chalky milk. Good old chalky milk. That's me going through the motion sensor. Maybe if I stand over here. You weren't walking around, it looks like we're looking at photos on a digital camera, not a lie. Oh, I completely believe you. That's just really weird. Faz, or... Faz, not Faz. Twitch, are you having a moment? So I've got... Okay, now I'm good? Good. Yeah, on my side, I'm not showing like anything dropped. I've got green bars and all that sort of stuff. For a second, I had red bars like 2 minutes ago. But it was like... for less than 30 seconds. So, I don't know. Twitch might be being twitchy. It is a Tuesday, and it's the most Monday feeling Tuesday ever. I will play on the console. My mom said if it dies, then it dies. I guess that is definitely one way to look at it. Right, this ghost...
Get out.
Well, give me my media and then I will. And tell me what ghosty you are. Welcome back, Owl. How was dinner? Was dinner good? I'm assuming it was good. I don't know why it wouldn't be. You had some tomato soup? Ooh, I love a good tomato soup. I found this, like, red pepper and tomato soup. Costco used to carry it. I think Walmart has it. And it's really good. It's easily, like, my favorite tomato soup. I don't need that anymore. Are we gonna blow out this candle? You're eating wraps later? Nice. Hey, why couldn't that count as an object throw, huh? Was I too close to it? Was that the problem? My mom made... Okay. Oh, I skipped something. Or send back my busted one, then I will take my bestie up on the new console. That's... Yeah, that's an idea. Your mom made the soup yourself. She always does. That's awesome, Owl. I haven't made tomato soup. And actually, I don't think I've ever made tomato soup. I pretty regularly put tomatoes into my soup, but I don't think I've ever made just tomato soup. That's not the one. This is. And not fast enough. Okay, is anyone else just struggling with motion sensor videos lately? I feel like yesterday I was having this problem too. You have never eaten tomato soup, Rowdy? Wow. I don't know why that's like a big wow statement. You know. Okay, that was only after 2 blows. Of course, our sanity is at 60. So I don't think that wipes either of them out. Our Onryo could just be Onryoing. Right, but let's do that. Okay, we're just gonna try and get the motion sense video from here because I'm tired. I am tired of dealing with it. And maybe we just don't worry about it. That's another option. Maybe we just don't worry about it. Okay, and we are back up to 100 so that we can try this Onryo test properly. And then I think the only thing left is the sanity below 25. We could do that with the summoning circle. Oh. Thank you, Owl, for the posture check. I'm definitely, like, all shrimping over. So thank you very much. Come on, Ghosty. We're just gonna burn our sanity by sitting here in the dark waiting for this thing to blow out a candle. Someone's confused with Baker's hype train sound. Yeah, it's one of the Twitch sounds. I might change it. I don't know. I would love an object throw. That would be fantastic. Oh, I'm stuck on the wall. Damn it. Of course, now it walks through the motion sensor. When I was, like, out of the room. Always. Yeah. Phaz does love to troll. Ow. Come on, let me record an object throw. I only need 2 recordings. Thank you, finally. Right? I'm not lying to myself? Yes. So an object throw would be great. And it's throwing objects. I can hear it do them. Why did that not count? What do I have? It's either an Onryo or twins. So we're Onryo testing, but it's being really, really lazy. About blowing out the candles. Which makes me not fully convinced. So we just got our final video. So that's all of our media. Because it finally touched that door. And of course now it's going to throw a bunch of stuff. Yeah, it's being real lazy about blowing out these candles. So I might have to... Okay, no hiding. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the next thing, is that we're gonna have to test with a hunt. We're gonna have to listen to a hunt. I need a sanity below 25 anyway, so... yeah, we'll be able to get that. I'd just like it to at least blow out this candle at this point. But it is super not interested. We do have summoning circle, so I can drop my sanity easy with a summoning circle. I don't know that I want to do a cursed hunt, but we might light like 1 or 2 just to drop our sanity down into hunt range. Pull that back so that it's kind of forced. Yeah, see, it still hasn't touched this candle. My hiding is in the basement. I don't actually want to hide in the basement. No candle for you. So I think we're gonna try just hiding in here and hope it doesn't path into that shower. We're just gonna light a couple... Yeah, that's good. Because the main light is off, so I should be losing sanity in here. Should be being the operative term. But it looks like it. Okay, I thought I had turned it off, but then I did it so much out of habit and didn't, like, clock it in my head. Kayaks laughs at me because I'm the person who, like, I'll lock the car with, like, you know, the little beeper thing, and it'll beep, and then about 2 minutes later, I'll do it again. It's like I have to remind myself that it is indeed for sure locked, because I lock it out of habit, but then I don't actually, like, clock the fact that I've locked it. I also do it, like, when I have to go into, like, into work, into the actual office. Okay, was that normal? Or was that fast twin? Because that definitely wasn't slow twin. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking it's a twin also. Yeah, I wasn't sure. It definitely wasn't slow twin, so hopefully second hunt. Also, did it open this door at all? No. I'm also just feeling twins because it took forever to blow out the candles at any given time. And when it popped that crucie the one time, we were in range, like, sanity-wise, so that wasn't an indicator of anything. Yeah, when I have to go into the actual office, like, when I lock the door, I have to tug on the door and remind myself, like, yes, it is indeed locked, because I will get home, which is fortunately not that far away, and be like, did I lock the office door? Because I go into the office, like, when I have to go to the office for stuff, most of the time I'm going in there when it's not open. Now that one I didn't hardly hear at all. I'm busy yapping. Whoop, that's not the button, Ed. But we did hit the sanity. What are we thinking? I'm kind of thinking twins, but I didn't really hear that second hunt, so I think we'll hear one more hunt just to be sure, and then we'll get out of here. Or to hopefully be sure, because we still might not be. Yeah, I usually go into the physical office like early in the morning or later in the evening or on like a day that we're just not open. So, like, I have to remember to make sure that the door is locked because there's nobody incoming, like, that's going to be there in a couple of minutes for it to not be a big deal. You know, all that sort of stuff. And you know, I don't really want to I don't want to leave the office doors unlocked. There's like expensive equipment and shit in there. She's got to be hunting downstairs, so I can't hear her at all. To be honest, I'm not sure. That felt slower, but at the same time, like, not super slower. What are we thinking? I'm thinking twins. But I don't feel confident about it. However, we did kind of show, I guess, that you can hide in that shower, and it, even without the door, and it does work. It is not a great hiding place, but I would call that sort of one of the natural ones where the ghost could path there. But I think it kind of works. We're gonna go with twins. If we're right, then we have a perfect game. If we're wrong, then we don't. Well, it was between the two. We were between the two. So I'll take it. It was a 50-50. I'll take... I thought I already got the daily. Whatever. We'll take it. Right, let's go back to a Tangy Wood. And hopefully Tangy doesn't take 40 minutes like that last game did. I know part of that was a break, but still. Alright, we've got Jennifer Garcia. So all ghosties are options. We need to hear Jenny yapping on the parabolic. We need to escape Jenny while she's trying to eat our faces. And then we need 3 videos. Hi, Norm. I hear the plant rustles, and every time I'm like, what is the ghost touching? What is the ghost doing? Why is it doing weird? Nope, I heard throws. Sounds like dining or kitchen. So we'll go through these looking for bones. Checking that all of the hiding is open. Bone. I'm really curious to see how it's gonna work when they change the bone out for the conduits. And I say it like that because, like, some of those conduits look like they're small. So are we gonna be, like, searching the whole house for these little teeny weeny things? Because I hope not. I don't want to be looking for teeny weeny things. Alright, were you throwing tools? I think Ghostimus is in here. Ghosty turned off that light. But I think our ghosty is in here. Yep, and it's open in cabinets, so I guess in there is probably a good shout. Okay, camera, dotties, EMF. I'm gonna turn off this light real quick. Oh, that's interesting. We're just, looking into the outside, apparently. We've got orbs. So we could have a mimic. I did not pay attention to where power was when we were in the garage, if it was in there or not. No, so it is in the basement. Put these things in there. Where are you?
Close to a bustling neighborhood.
Alright. So, we have Spirit Box. We're just gonna put that facing those, since it does seem to like to touch the cabinet doors. But we'll get some salt in there to truly check. And we do have to remember that we need a parabolic for the objective. We may not do the hunt objective. We'll see. Alright, I'm not seeing any feet. Could you wait? Butthead ghost. Well, thanks for giving me all the stuff at once. Right, so we do want to confirm that it's not a mimic. We haven't gotten UV. We are still not low enough for freezing. Videos, parabolic, and escape. Okay, we'll grab you. Actually, we'll grab two of you. Nope, I lied. Because I forgot about the parabolic again. Alright, ghosty. You wanna yap into the parabolic? Come on, ghosty woasty. You know you wanna. Come yap into the parabolic, please. Come on, yap into the parabolic. Yappity yappity. Boo. Ah! Yeah, well. Okay, ghosty yappity'd. An owl jump scare. It was. Alright, so I think have orbs. I mean, I think we don't have freezing, and we haven't gotten any UV. So, mimic goes away as an option. Right, what? This ghost really hasn't done much. I mean, it's been touching doors a lot. Uray's not an option. Also, I'm pretty wary of Uray. This ghost doesn't really seem to be doing anything except pacing back and forth through the motion sensor. Which is not helpful. What light did it turn off? Or on? This one? Okay, well, we're not a mayor. We turned on a light. I don't think I'll be able to get it fast enough. Especially with cycling through all my stuff. I mean, if you want that light on, we can leave it on, Ghosty. And we've got a lady. Are you a yokai? Yokai! Alright. Onryo testing. Again. And take a shower, BRB. Enjoy your shower, Owl. Enjoy your shower. Alright, so that's candle blow number 1. Turned off power. I guess since I'm here waiting for candles to blow out, I might as well get a recording of it. Alright, that's candle blow number 2. Double checking just in case it was somehow late freezing and we actually had a Mimaki. We don't. I actually wonder if it could be like a Cormos. Okay, so basically 20 seconds. When it hits 16:30, if it hasn't burned that cruci yet, it is not an Onryo. I believe. Provided I did this right. Okay. So we're down to Cormos, Dayan, Yokai. Okay, we don't have any more video. I'm not really worried about getting a perfect game. We're still way high. We have music box. We could use that to bring down our sanity. I'm mostly just watching the camera to see if anything happens. Alright, let's bring this in. How fast are Cormos? They're regular speed, aren't they? We haven't had any events, like, at all. And Dan's are slow unless you're dancing. So... we are gonna do this to bring down sanity. We're also gonna use it as a gauge. That will cover here. And she's humming to it. I think it's so cool when they do that. Which crucie popped? This one. Oh, because she wandered near the music box. Yeah, go back to your room. Now, there is a crucie in her room still. But we're not gonna go get it now. I've only got one smudgy on me. We're gonna grab another smudge. We're actually gonna take some meds too. And that'll get us back up. Ish. That'll put us up above 50, but that'll give us a chance to get into our hiding spot. Right, light is still off. Okay, that one has one burn. The other one should have one burn. And we should be losing sanity because there's only one light on in here. Yeah, we can see it on the thing that we're still losing sanity. Because all we want to do now is hear a hunt. Okay, now she just needs to hunt. That way we can test if we have a Daon. What are our options again? Daon, Yokai, or Kormos? Okay, we should be back in hunt range. I feel like these games are taking longer than they should. Ghosty must have turned off the power. Ghosty is now playing with doors. Alright, well there go all the burns. So there are no crucies left. That's a damn. That is totally a Daon. Did you hear her speed up when I took a couple of steps? That is for sure a Daon. And just in the nick of time, too. It is about time for a break. And we were correct with a day on. Bum, 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 bum. All right, we are gonna take our ad break. I do one ad break an hour. It is just for 3 minutes. It turns off pre-roll for anyone new coming in. It also means that we don't have to worry about ads again for another hour. While ads are running, take a break, get drinks, get snacks, use the bathroom, do all the thingies. I am going to do the same. I am going to take a quick break to use the restroom, refill my water, etc. If you don't get ads, if you don't get all of the ads, I do put up words on stream, so that way you're not just staring at the lobby screen. And I'll see you all in just a couple of minutes. Alright, I'm back. We'll do one more round of words. Might as well. Yeah. Nope. I didn't think that was a word, but it also didn't yell at me. Yeah, well. Ads are almost over. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. Welcome back. We'll let this round of words finish up, and then we will get back into it. Where do we want to go next? I'm kind of thinking maybe we just want to do another tangle. do another tangle. I really wanted to box off the 50 wins on Tanglewood today. Finally. You know, it's only been, how long? 6 months? Something like that since Tanglewood came out. Right, let's get the words off. Get our music off. Get all the thingies off. Because we should be at, yep, 3 more. We've been going through games pretty slow today, so you might just have to do all Tangle to get through our last 3, but we can do it, I believe. Right, we've got April 9th, so all ghosties are options. We need to have April yap in a parabolic. We need her to blow out a firelight, and then we need to cleanse where she's hanging out with incense. Those are pretty doable objectives. Hopefully she's a nice, easy ghost. And we've got sunrise. And we'll check our hiding, even though we know it's all open. Because, yeah. No bones, no objects. I mean, objects aren't in the bathroom anyway, but... Bones, no Jerry. I do like that the dollhouse lights up. Oh, we got throwing stuff over here again. Are you throwing things in the kitchen? Is Ghosty in the kitchen with Dinah? Is Ghosty hiding in the kitchen? Nope. What about the dining room? Are we eating potatoes with Ghosty? Nope. Are you throwing things in the garage? You are. I don't know what you threw. But Ghosty's in the garage. Ghosty's in the garage. Well, it could be a potato. We don't know so far. I mean, it could be that kind of potato. I was just saying that, you know, I'm wondering if we were going to get to eat dinner with the Ghosty. But no, it had to be in the dining room, not the garage. Huh, bone. That bone indicator, or the indicator on the camera, is really handy. But no cursed objects there. Our ghost last round was in the laundry room, and our ghost this round is in the garage. They're just all hanging out next to each other. Alright, let's go get a couple of things. Really wish that our characters could, like, paint their nails, you know, if we wanted them to. I don't know, every time I look at my character's fingernails, they just seem off. And I think it would just be easier to be like, yeah, you know, you could have pink nail polish or something. Than to... I don't know. We are looking for orbs. Right? I think it would be fun. Like, obviously you wouldn't have to. You could absolutely have just natural nails. But I just feel like the fingernails look like they need something. And then they could do some like real sort of pale, like nude polish color option for those who don't really want like painted nails but don't love the look of the fingernails. I'm fresh and clean from sand. Woohoo! It is funny how sand finds its way into all sorts of places. Like, yeah. Sand just kind of gets everywhere. Man, I miss the beach. We haven't totally figured out what next year's vacation is gonna be, but I don't know that we really have beach plans in mind. Nope, that was my lighter. That's not what we wanted to throw. Oh, and thank you, Owl, for the hydrate. I will do that right now. Doggos still have water in their dish, so they're good. Actually, right before stream, I just filled their water from my water bottle, and I was like, I'm gonna need to fill my water at, like, you know, an ad break, which I did. But their big water dish was apparently empty, so both the dogs just came up and drank like all the water that was in their dish. I was like, well, now I really need to fill it during an ad break because it's empty. Well, and we have one of those big gravity dishes for water for them. But the downside to that is that, like, you know, it's always full. Or it almost always has water in it. So, like, you know, we fill it like once every 2 weeks or something. So sometimes it takes a minute for us to register that it needs to be filled. That's the downside to them. The upside is that this ghost is really annoying. Stop playing with the car. The upside is that, especially with the big dog who thinks that it's his life's mission to drain any water dish he comes across, we would be filling it like every day. You hate it when they touch the car. It's so loud. I didn't get that fast enough because I was looking at other things. Do not see feet. And also, since our big dog is, you know, jowly and now he's really ghost. Yeah, whenever the gravity water dish is empty, we need to wash it because it's just full of, like, we don't even fill the container, like, all the way. We fill it, like, 2/3 of the way. Because it all needs to be rinsed and washed. Because he gets food in there, and, I mean, it's just... Big jowly dogs make a mess. No matter how hard they try not to, they make a mess when they drink water and stuff. So... Perfect timing. This can't be a potatoes. Potatoes wouldn't be annoying. I've had some I've had frustrating ones. Like ones who refuse to do potato bombs. You have got to be shitting me. I hit the button fast enough. Stupid. Blech. I've forgotten our objectives. I'm frustrated. Parabolic and firelight. Okay. Or, we already did the firelight. Parabolic and cleanse. So, maybe I don't care. Except that I don't know what our ghost is. It is sunrise, so it could be late freezing. We're gonna grab our parabolic. We're gonna grab some more salt, since this ghost insists on pissing me off about the salt. Alright, ghosty pants. Oh, amazingly, it did not blow out the firelight. I just wanted to do another firelight. To try and bait an EMF 5. Thank you. I had to already be recording, but at least I got it. Alright, Ghosty, you wanna yappy yappy in the parabolic? Come on, Ghostimus. Yappity yappity. I mean, we don't have any evidence. I don't even think... Did I bring in the spirit box? I'm not sure I did. Nope, it is sitting right here. Where are you?
The furry.
This is all Spirit Box all the time day. I think we've gotten Spirit Box every round, or almost every round. Okay, so not a Wraith, not a Galoo. Potato is there. It is an option. So maybe? Right, do we have freezies? Still not yet. Since this could be third blow, I think we should put those next to each other. Maybe it's just lazy with the book. Maybe. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. And we haven't seen dots. We haven't seen orbs. We might check for those. Watch for those from the van for a couple of minutes because... Oh, thanks for yapping in the parabolic for me. And our sanity isn't way down, so I would say we're not Morai cursed. Which we should be with Spirit Box and then Parabolic. Hey, well, thanks for yapping. Yep, at least she yapped into the Parabolic. That's all I care about. It doesn't really matter what sound she makes. Alright, we're gonna watch from here for a few. See if we get dots or orbs. Because we could have late freezing. It could legitimately be late freezing. Oh, I got the motion sensor on. That'll be a duplicate. I don't think I care really about duplicates. But mostly... I definitely don't want it to, like, override some other unique recording that's possible. Still not seeing orbs. Come on, ghosty. I know this ghost is just not... I suspect it's gonna be freezing. I suspect that our last evidence is gonna be freezing. Just because it hasn't done anything else. But we'll do the cleanse. Boop. Freezies. Come on. It's getting so close. Yeah, 1.1. I don't think it's freezing either. Because it gets, that's the lowest it's gotten, and then it keeps bouncing way back up. We do have one more piece of salt left to test for UV. It hasn't written in the book. Try to bait an EMF 5. Yeah, we'll try putting the book on the car. Maybe stand out of the room. I didn't hear any feeties that time. So Ghosty didn't go walking in the salt, it just stepped in it and it went, ew, gross. We're only getting EMF 2s. Might as well get a sound from it. Just in case I, missed it somehow. Right, you're not a phantom. So I guess thanks for telling me something. Come on, ghost. Give me your other evidence. Whatever it is. Show me. Do it. Look, I'm out of the room. Although shade's not an option. And that's my next best guess, is that it's a EMF 5. But it's not giving me an EMF 5 either. Are we late orbs? Are we broken orbs? Because I'm not seeing orbs. I'm not seeing orbs at all. And the camera's not seeing orbs. I just run blindly, like, right into it. Ah. I'll check for UV again. Okay, what are we missing? Like, this ghost is doing some stuff now, finally, after 20-something minutes, but it hasn't been doing much the rest of the time. So it could be something like an Obombo, maybe? I don't know. Obombo isn't even an option. I don't think it's an Onryo. We haven't seen orbs, so I don't think it's a mimic. If it were EMF 5, be a Dan, Spirit, or Twins. Dots. Yeah, we can try walking around with it again. I mean, I don't have any other ideas, truly. If this is not accompanied by an EMF 5... I mean, our videos are full, but if it does the little recording thing, I will know it. I'll know that it will have seen something. Come on. Orbs. Dots. Something. Boo hiss boo. We're gonna check for freezing again. I agree with you, Owl. I don't think it's freezing, but I'm kind of out of ideas. There, Ghost. We have beeped the car 100 times. Now you should be over it. We're just not doing dots? That... Like, if Goryo was on here, I'd just say it was a Goryo and leave. We're gonna put the other dots projector in there. Put it farther back. I mean, it's walking through that... Well, the motion sensor is off now. We'll turn it back on. But it was walking through that motion sensor. Or maybe that dots actually does go all the way back. I don't know why I thought it didn't. You absolute butthole. So what, this dots isn't good enough for you? You needed that dots? Riot. I throw this ghosty out the window. Alright, well after all of that, you pain in my butt. You better give me a dots photo. Yeah, you heard me. I need a dots photo. You're gonna be a big old jerk face about it. Now I need a dots photo. What's the curse? The cursed is the music box. Right? Yes. Are you a yokai? Yokai, yokai. Oh, that's right. I can try it. See, now this ghost is just walking through this motion sensor over here. And I can get a picture. This is true. Alright, so for the yokai music box test, I need the music box, obviously. And for the ghost to not turn off my power. Alright, we're gonna put you there. Put you there. Grab you. Grab you. That's too many hands. We'll put you there. Okay, so I stand on the crucie. I play the music box. We place it so that it doesn't break, right? I do love hearing her hum. Ah, it burned the crucie in there. Like, immediately, too. I thought I had pulled... Well, I only pulled one, and it was probably covering, like, 80% of the room. So... boo on that part. Can you use music box twice? I don't think you can. I mean, I can try it, but I don't think so. Yeah. Door close. Yeah, definitely not a Dio. Definitely not a Dio because we survived and it didn't come near us even with the light on initially. Although yokais are sound-based, not light-based, but when it started hunting, it immediately went downstairs. So I'm pretty sure it's a yokai. And we tried the music box thing, but we didn't pull the other Cruci out of the room, and we should have, because then we would have actually had a better idea. But we should have a yokai. We can do it again next time still. We sure can. And we were correct with a yokai. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Oh, and we got the weekly for completing all the objectives on Tangy Wood. We've upgraded all of our gear. We don't actually need the weekly, but it's nice to get the weekly tasks. Yeah. Either way. And we only need 2 more to finally get the Tanglewood card badge. I call them badges. ID card, whatever. Alright, we've got Grant Holland, which means we can take these 2 away. We need Grant to walk through a motion sensor. We need a photo of Grant. Boo. And then we need to keep Grant from eating our faces with a Cruci. Holland, he's a duchy? Yeah, I guess so, huh? Grab the car keys in case we have a poopy garage ghost again. And we'll check our hiding spots. Bone. Anyway, even though we know all the closets are open right now, are you a bathroom ghost? Ghosty's just trying to have a poo, and we're all in here, doing stuff. Right. No Jerry. Oh, thanks for opening that closet for me, Ghost. We have the music box for the 3rd time in a row. Yeah, we can do it again. Nope. As I try to, walk through a wall to get out of the house. Yeah, hopefully we have yokai evidence. Oh, I still have the camera in my hand. That's why. It's like, why can't I pick up another thing? Durr. Alright, temps are still dropping. You go here. There's our EMF 5. Even if we don't, we can get a free picture. That is also true. Right, EMF 5. So unfortunately, no yokai. But the Dale's Ghast is an option. Maybe we'll actually get one. Where am I going? Okay, turn this off for a second so that we can look for orbs. Orbies? Orbies? No. Doesn't seem like it anyway. Nope, I couldn't get that fast enough. Where are you? Where are you? Nope, we got ghost writing. Which I also couldn't get fast enough. As I drop the camera. Man, this ghost is busy farting on me. Well, actually, it didn't fart on me. It's just being a poop. Where are you? Where are you? Are you near? Are you close? Are you far? Are you old? Are you young? Do you like pizza? Okay. Well, we've got our 2 Evie anyway. I don't know why I'm looking farther. It could be. It is not a shade. It is doing way too much stuff with me in there. Yep, we already have the 2 Evie. So that's all of our evidence. We're going to bring this stuff in to just get some media. We do need to throw a bunch of stuff. We definitely do. We need to throw a bunch of stuff. And... this ghost is super eventy. That was a really long event, I agree. Like, I just want to get my stuff in there. At least. Okay, we can't grab those. Throw a pine cone. Throw some more pine cones. Throw a candle. Throw this stuff. Sorry, puppy. Throw the cookies, which is probably a sewing kit. And then after the next hunt, it'll be fast again. Yeah, that's what I've observed since I've never had one until now. I didn't ask you to give me meds. You better not have given me meds. My sanity didn't... Are you done? Are you quite finished? I really hope we have one too. Why is this being doofy? Come on, just give me one more video. I'll take it. Oh, and now it blows out the candle. Okay, but I want to move that crucie out of there. Oh, we have to prevent a hunt with a crucie. And we need a photo of our poopy ghost. Which it's been eventing so much that photo of the ghost is a possibility. Okay, we're gonna drop that right there. Balls. You jerk of a ghost. You event basically inside me, and then don't let me get the photo. Ass. We have now resorted to just calling the ghost names. Alright, well we should get the burnt crucie in a minute. Is my mouse sensitivity really low? It should be set to whatever the game default is. Aim sensitivity is at 1. I tend to bump it a lot though. So if it burns a crucie instead of hunting, am I gonna have to throw a bunch of stuff all over again? Probably, huh? There's the burn. Why are you burning a crucie over there? Burn this one, please. Oh, and now that I want a ghosty photo, you're not gonna do anything to give me a ghosty photo, are you? No, because why would we do nice things for Ed? I need to do the music box thing in the ghost room. Okay, we are gonna actually take this med. I know that's gonna put us up above again, but it already broke all the stuff like in my hiding spot, so I want a chance to like. I dropped all of my smudgies? No, I've never grabbed one. That's stupid. Okay, we don't need 3. Right, let's throw some stuff. Sorry, cute pupper. There, have a shower brush. We re-threw all of those. No, you gave me a burnt cruci photo? Ass. Well, we're just gonna go with it. And stop eventing in my hiding spot. My hiding spot. Here, would you rather have this light off? Is that your problem? Okay, we are back under 50. Cruci is out here. Although it really likes eventing right here where I'm hiding. But hopefully we get a Dale. Yes. Yeah, I can throw them again after the hunt. We might have to hide in a different spot. Yeah, I've kind of decided I don't care about the ghost photo. It prioritized the burnt cruci over the ghost. I'm just not. Yeah, if I want to hide somewhere else, I've got to move now, because that cruci has 1 burn left on it. Oh, it did pick it as a ghost photo. Okay, the little finder thing was showing me burnt cruci. So that's all of our objectives. We are literally trying to figure out whether it's a Dale or not. I think it's a Dale. Ghost turned off the power. That doesn't help me eliminate any of our options, but Ghost turned off the power. The fact that Ghost is now waiting. I think they made it so that Ghost that it prioritizes Ghost over burnt cruci. It should. Just the photo camera hasn't yet. Well, supposedly the patch that came out today was going to fix all of this, hiding in here, and we still have all the hiding. Maybe they thought it got fixed and it didn't actually fix in this fix. I don't know. I'm not a game designer, or a coder, or a developer. I just play them. That sounds pretty normal speed. That sounded pretty normal to me. Maybe a little on the speedy side, but that didn't sound... I don't think it sounded like a Dale. I mean, we didn't throw like a ton of stuff. So it could still be. I mean, we could go in and do... Yeah, we threw like 20-something things, so it should have been... do that to give me just enough time to get the power back on, and then hide again. Okay, so 30 for it to be at its lowest. I mean, if that's what DeFool thinks, I would think that he's probably right. But we won't throw anything this time and see if it's super speedy. I'm not feeling Dale. Purely because I don't think it was that slow, and we threw, I don't know, at least 20 things. So it should have been slower. But we'll do another one and we'll find out. Alright, we are back down to 50. My headlamp is off. Did Ghost turn off the power again? One-third of rev speed. Hey, no. My hiding spot. You find your own. Yeah, I was hoping that would be a hunt too. I didn't hear the hiss of the doohickey, but all my lights are off. Would you stop farting? So, it turned off the power, I just didn't hear the little whoosh. That sounds slower than the last one, but we didn't throw anything. Yeah, it's not a Dale. Is it a Milings are faster dependent on your sanity, right? I don't think my sanity was necessarily a lot lower. This time, though, for this hunt, than for last hunt. Yeah, I think my sanity was about as low both times. So I think I'm going spirit. And I guess we'll find out.
Welcome back.
We were correct with a spirit. Ba-ba-ba-bum. So unfortunately, it was not a Dale. But we only need one more to box off the Tanglewood badge. However, I do need to run ads and take a break. So we do one ad break an hour. It is just for 3 minutes. It turns off pre-roll for the next hour. It also means that we don't have to worry about ads for probably the rest of the stream. While ads are running, take a break. Get drinks, get snacks. Pet the pets. Go touch grass. Use the bathroom. Whatever you might need to do. I am also going to take a quick break to use the restroom, refill my water, etc. If you don't get ads, or if you don't get all of the ads, I do put words on stream up so that you're not just staring at my lobby screen. And I will see everybody in just a couple of minutes. Right, I am back. Is that not how you spell it? That is definitely not right. Okay, well, what do I know? Apparently nothing. Oop. That was not the button. Sorry, everybody. I didn't mean to make it disappear for a second. I'm just pushing buttons. Welcome back from the ads, everyone. Now the words can disappear. Now they can go away. Welcome back from the ads. Let me... We are going to do one last Tanglewood run. This will be last game. Hopefully we get our ghosty right, and then we will box off the Tanglewood badge finally. Then we still have the Sunny Meadows badge to work out, to finish up. Right, we've got Maria Bishop. We need Maria to go through a motion sensor. We need to repel her butt while she's chasing us. Then we need 2 sounds. Yay indeed! I'm looking forward to having this badge boxed off. Then I'll just have, like I said, Sunny Meadows and of course the new Willow badge. Knowing me, I'll end up boxing off the new Willow badge before the Sunny Meadows badge. But I would actually like to get the Sunny badge boxed off because one of my hopes, goals, plans is to have ghosties stick around when they're eventing long enough for me to get a photo. Is for me to finally do at least APOC 1, like, before the end of the year. We'll see. Nothing is carved in stone, as they say. But that is one of my goals. No music box this time. Now I want to carve nothing into stone? I'm not sure how you would do that. Are you in the hallway? Or are you following me around? No monkey paw. Okay, power is upstairs this time. We've got tarot. Carve nothing into stone with a stone. Alright, Ghostimus. Where are you hanging out? Over here, apparently. We're in the kitchen. And Ghost is making it certain that I have to hang out in the kitchen with it. Grab the EMF. Sanity is at 80. And I don't actually think we had a ghost photo objective, which is kind of sad since I got a decent ghost photo. Yeah, sound recorders, motion sensor, and repel. I don't know that we're going to worry about the repel, because mostly I really just want to get our wind boxed off. And that requires me to survive. Alright, camera's not seeing orbs. Alright, ghost writing, spirit box, UV. Check our sanity. We're at like 75. The downside with it having broken the lights for the dining area is that if we're in that area, we will be losing sanity no matter what. Where are you?
The far-reaching.
Alright, we are back to all spirit boxing all the time. I'm getting Flemish ads now. Very similar to Dutch. In the Dutch language that they speak in Belgium. That is kind of interesting. I mean, I guess it makes sense that they're catering them to the region that, you know, it says you're in. But at the same time, it is kind of funny. New Mexico in general has a pretty large Spanish-speaking population, but also since we're near-ish. Oh, hey, look, sliding crucies. You know, Crucie, you're running into the ghost room, not away from it. I really wanted it, like, over there anyway. But, since we're, you know, on the border to Mexico and stuff like that, we get a lot of Spanish ads. And they're definitely more catered to, like, American Spanish speakers than they are to, like, those who live in Mexico. At least in my opinion. I am not an expert. Don't quote me on that. I could be completely wrong. Thanks for turning off my power, Ghost. Oh, we have dots. We've got it opening fridges. And it touched all the doors. We're gonna get power on. And then I think we're gonna go take a pill. And I don't I took 3 years of Spanish in high school. I took a semester in college. Maybe I could read it like a billboard. I couldn't read like a paragraph. Speak it, forget it. Not at all. Which is honestly a little sad. It would be nice if I felt like I had more Spanish speaking ability, knowledge, etc. But I do find it kind of interesting that I get Spanish now and I know very little. My Spanish teacher in high school was I don't know the best way to put it. Her class was definitely the class that you could take and pass without a problem. And it's not that we didn't do any work, especially like my freshman year, like we definitely did do a lot. But at some point she was made like the head of academics, and it just wasn't honestly possible for her to like teach 4 classes plus do that. And it became a little bit of a thing of like, here's an assignment in your textbook. After that, do whatever, just don't get caught being in the hallway. Kind of a thing. And it was not great. I get Spanish now, I know very little. I can think in English. I think that's probably most people I know that speak multiple languages do say that you kind of have to in order to really keep up with it, like speaking it fast enough. You beat the hardest boss in the game? Woohoo! GG's, Rowdy. That's awesome. Okay. And we already have our other evidence, right? We've got dots in Spirit Box. Now when it blew out the candle, which I needed for a sound. Now I am walking around a painting. Have an awesome day. You too, Rowdy. You're out of here. All the loves. All the love to you too, Rowdy. All the love to you too. Naughties. Not a wraith that walked through salt. Could be a phantom. I think we got... Nope, we can see our ghosties in those. This top one we can't see it very well, but the photo's still blurry. This one we can see our ghost for sure. So, I don't think it's a phantom. We either have a Dio or a yokai. Again. That's not the button, Ed. It is dotsing a lot, which leans me more towards Dio. But that's hardly a be-all, end-all. Alright, Ghosty, you wanna blow out this candle? Well, I believe... I am not positive. I believe Rowdy is she, her. But I'm not positive about that. Okay, we've got our 2 sounds for the objective. Are you a yokai? Yokai. Yokai, yo. I'm sooner to ask Rowdy next time. Yeah, Rowdy is pretty much always here in one capacity or another. So, I'm sure they'll be around. Yokai. Okay, it looks like we're just below 50, so I'm gonna check what our sanity is. And then see. We are at 48. What is in my hands? So let's grab you and you. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Well, these are ordering themselves the way I want them to be, so hopefully that... Well, I'm guessing at least that part is fixed. Ghosty threw rotting fruit. I mean, I'm so used to using Q to cycle through, and I need to practice doing it the other way because that's also how I end up cycling through past what I'm looking for. But that was one of the fixes. I thought it was listed under known issues, but I could be wrong. I read through it real briefly while taking a break from work this morning, so I could totally be wrong. I know I'm standing in the light. Maybe I should be here and try and get to 40. Okay, there's a burn. Let's see what our sanity is at. Okay, so the burn was pretty much right at 40. Do we... I'm kind of inclined to go Dio. Yeah, we could do a hunt. I honestly don't feel like doing a hunt. I'm kind of hungry and ready for lunch and stuff. What do we think? Do we go Dio? See if we're right? I think we do. That's what I'm thinking. We tried to piss off the yokai, although I've had plenty of yokais that did not care. But let's find out. Haha! We were correct with a Dio! Ba-ba-ba-bum! And there we go. We have the Suburbanite badge with Norm. We got the Norm badge! Yay! Awesome. Alright, that is gonna be it for me today. Let's go over here. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you. I appreciate any time that you can spend with me, whether you're lurking or chatting or whatever. I appreciate it. I will not be back on till Sunday, so have a great rest of your week. It was fun hanging out. Well, thank you, Owl. I appreciate you hanging out. I am glad that you had fun. Give me a couple of minutes, and I'm gonna find us someone to raid. See one of your fave streamers, but he's a big streamer. Yeah, I tend to like to go, I mean, every once in a while we go to some big ones, but usually we tend to go to some smaller friendos. Grian is on? That amazes me. Grian doesn't, I mean, I know they've started actually streaming recently, but they don't usually. Out if Grian's on streaming, that means that probably like Impulse and Skiz and stuff are too. You know, Grian, I do. So, fun fact, I got into Phasmo. I learned about Phasmo, discovered Phasmo, whatever, from Impulse and Skiz. Because I got into Hermitcraft. I got into Hermitcraft from Pearl. And I found Pearl years and years ago when she was playing The Last of Us. So, that's how I discovered... So I would watch Pearl for The Last of Us, and then I discovered that she was... And then I learned that she mainly did Hermitcraft and Minecraft. And then that's how I found all of the others. Have you watched the Life series? I've watched a couple of them. I haven't watched all of them, but I've watched a few of them. And then one of my kiddos' favorite YouTubers is LD Shadow Lady. So... yeah. We are besties now. Yeah, I literally learned about Phaz from watching Impulse and Skiz and Gem and Grian play. Usually on Impulse or Skiz's streams. And then I went way back into their VODs and watched all the old Phaz videos. Yeah, I saw that they started doing D&D. I haven't really watched their D&D streams. I've watched a little bit. It's fun. I should watch more. I should watch more of him. Because it looked like fun, but I haven't caught that many of them. You're so surprised. I mean, yeah, I guess. There's a ton. Like, there is a lot of crossover between Minecraft and Phas. Like, a lot of the Phas players also play Minecraft. And, vice versa. And, like, Tom talks about it. When he started streaming, he started out streaming mostly, like, Minecraft dungeons. And sprinkling Phas in there. And stuff like that. So there's, like, a ton of crossover between Minecraft and Phasmo. How about the Imp and Skiz podcast? I have absolutely watched or put it on in the background on YouTube, the podcast. I haven't watched, listened to all of them. I am far from even remotely, like, caught up or anything else, but I've definitely listened to their podcast on YouTube. Or put their podcast on YouTube. You downloaded some of the episodes for the car ride to Belgium? That's awesome. Yeah, their podcast is a lot of fun. It is, at least from the episodes that I've tuned into, somewhat Minecraft related heavy, but it isn't just. So for anyone who is lurking out there curious, the Imp and Skiz podcast is a lot of fun to listen to watch if, that's your thing. I do kind of, I listen to a lot of podcasts on Spotify. However, ones that do YouTube, I do kind of like having them on YouTube. Like, I'm not really watching, but there's something about having them on the screen sitting there while they're talking is, I don't know. I kind of prefer that. It's just a me thing, I guess. I don't know. But I do like having the visual to go with the podcast when it's available, and when, some podcasts don't do that. So all right, where do we want to go? Maybe I should refresh my read options here since we've been chatting for a minute. They have been on for a while, but we've never raided over here before, so let's go somewhere new. Let's go somewhere new. Right, if you are a fabulous follower, you can copy the first raid message in chat. If you are an amazing and crazy subscriber, you could copy the second raid message in chat. I also have a raid 3 for subscribers, if you want that one as well. I will be back on Sunday. I'm not sure what exactly we're doing yet. We're probably going to start with Phas, and then maybe we will get into playing some Resident Evil, because we have a whole bunch of Resident Evil that I want to play this year. So maybe we'll start that. Maybe we'll do a tune-in to, like, Water Park Sim or something. Some games that we used to play that have updates that we haven't checked out. Or that have had quite a few updates. We'll see. Join the Discord if I can type. And like, follow, subscribe on all the socials. Take care of yourselves. Drink some water. Eat some good food. Do something just for yourself. Self-care is important. It does not matter what it is. as long as it is something just for you. And I will see you all next time. Have a great rest of your week. I love your faces. Bye, everyone.